First of all, my tribute to those great personalities, Sant Gadge Maharaj, after whom the university is named. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Rashtrasant Tukdoji Maharaj, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Savitribai Phule, Shivaji Maharaj, Punjabrao Deshmukh, Ma Jijau, Gulabrao Maharaj, Vivekananda. Sitting on the dais, Honorable Dr. Bhale, Professor Jaipurkar, and Mr. Tushar Deshmukh. Sitting in the audience, I know many faces. I will try to mention their names, but there is every chance that I may forget. Starting with my own parents, my father, mother sitting in the first row, my wife, Dipali Malkade, Arundhati Malkade. Then my uncle sitting here, Virulkar family, Sanjay Ji Khadse, my friend, sisters, Lata Vandana, Babita, management council members, academic council members, senate members, BOS members, faculty members, HODs, deans, and I'm able to find some of the faces whom I know, and many of them I do not know. Mr. Khedkar, most important person, sitting in the first row here. Dinesh Ji in the first row. Hemant Ji, my friend, there in the first row. Gajanan Rao in the first row there. Ravi Zumle, my 30-year-old friend, Mrs. Usha Zumle, Mohokar family, Asole family, Dr. Asole, Mrs. Asole, Vasudeva Wankhede, Virulkar Sudhakar Virulkar family. My very close friend, Professor Sarda there, whom I spent a long, about 2 decades together, almost 2 decades, and who has been very kind and helpful to me in my difficult times. I'm very happy to see him here. Prashantji Kadu here. Aswar sir and Ingoleji. And many, many faces. Please excuse me if I forget your names. Most important category is the faculty member, and above all, my dear students. That's very important. You are very, very important. Namaskar to all of you. Good morning, or it must be now becoming good afternoon. I'm really very happy today to receive the charge of this university, and I'm fully aware of my responsibility. It is not only the chair, it is a big responsibility that I have. And while I was sitting on the dais, I was given the idea of how big the university is. And at some misconception about the size of the university, what I was thinking of about 500 colleges, but Dr. Jaipurkar told me 394 precisely colleges are affiliated to this university. We have 120 odd teaching faculty. Some are vacant, some are filled in. About 27 departments, 27 PG programs we are offering in this university. About 500-acre campus. About 500 students appear for examination annually. 5 lakh students appear for examinations annually. So that's the size of the university. So it is spread all over 5 districts. So 5 districts, 5 lakh students. I have 5 years to go. So it's 5. And I'm sure in these 5 years we will definitely be able to do something which will definitely enhance the quality of the university. But I alone will not be able to do it. I will require your support, and that is why I'm here. And I will talk because Dr. Tushar Deshmukh has asked me to talk about it, Sambodhan Karayacha. And I'm very sorry that I will not be able to speak in Marathi that effectively. Although my mother tongue is Marathi, my friends are Marathi, I am Marathi. But while I speak, it becomes difficult. And therefore, I request you to please bear with me and let me, allow me to speak in English. First of all, I would like to thank all those who have organized this program, and in particular Tushar Deshmukh ji, who has been very instrumental in organizing this program. So thanks to you, Tushar ji, and thanks to all of you for coming for this program, witnessing the charge handover, and this is an important day in my life. And I think from today itself we will start activities, and I would like to spend another 15-20 minutes with you, which will probably talk about what is there in my mind. But at the end, again, I will tell you what is there in my mind is only indicative. It is not the vision of the university. This vision, mission, goals, action plan will have to be prepared by consulting stakeholders, and you are important stakeholders. My students are important stakeholders. Society is important stakeholders. So, but I have something in my mind, and that I would like to share with you. This Saturday, at about 2 o'clock, I received a call from Raj Bhavan. And almost within few minutes, I think this news was spread, within 10-15 minutes, news was spread, and I started receiving calls. And since then, my phone is almost continuously engaged. I have been able to see what is there on WhatsApp, what is there on Facebook, what people say. And one thing that I can confidently say, very confidently I can say, that there is a lot of enthusiasm amongst the people, lot of happiness, lot of expectations. I have not seen anybody with negativity in my mind, negative in their mind. All are positive. They are very hopeful. So hope is something that I could see. I could read the minds. And I think if we all together work, we will be able to meet their expectations. And why it is important to meet their expectation is because we are not doing here, we are not here to do business here. It's not a kirana shop, or it is not manufacturing unit, it is not factory. It is university. We don't deal with components. We deal with souls. We do deal with humans. So raw material comes in the form of a 12th pass out students. It is the responsibility of the university to process him, groom him, and then give him, output. And if the student comes into the university and goes out of the university, a lot of transformation is expected to take place. If transformation is not happening in the university, then we are failing somewhere. We are failing in our duty. Then whatever the problems, these problems are our problem. If there are no faculty, vacancy, no recruitment, no money, no laboratory, then these are our problems. These are not their problems. So if one student goes out without properly processing, we have lost one life. And why it is more important in India is also because this country is the country of young people. And there are a lot of young people, aspiring people who would like to go to university, but they do not know that they should go to the university. They do not know. So it is our duty to tell him or her that you are a possible university student. You can be graduate, you can be postgraduate, you can be doctorate. They do not know. I will tell you my own example. After passing 12th standard examination, you believe, don't believe, I had sat in ITI campus ground there along with one of our friend, relative there, because I belong to Karasgaon, Amravatiला जायचं तर मग कोणीतरी नातेवाईक. So I had gone with him, and what I was told that I should do ITI because that was the only thing known. That was the only thing known. So we had sat there and what to become? ITI. We should do ITI. So what was known that I had tried for? If we tell the candidate that you can do this A, B, C, D, he will definitely choose the best. But if we don't tell him or her, then we fail in our duties. So my focus will be also on that, and I will talk about it. Give me some more time. Okay? So we are not factory. We are university. That we must keep in mind. And the enthusiasm of the people, which indicates the hope in them, encourages me. And it gives me an opportunity to think of what we can do. People are not negative. People are very positive. Positive with the news. I do not know. I do not have personal contact with them, but people are happy. I could see that. I couldn't see one example, one person who is negative about me. No, never. Not so far. This university, as established about 39 years before, and Professor Tushar Deshmukh rightly mentioned that there were many vice chancellors. I respect all of them. It's all because of them. This university, I know as a student where it was started, those initial days, backyards of YMV, college then, and there these people started working. So we must respect all of them. They have worked in very bad days. We are far better off. This hall is ready. It's not my contribution. It's done by somebody else. So I respect all of them, starting with KG Deshmukh sir, Ganesh Patil sir, ST Deshmukh sir, Sudhir Patil sir, Kamal Singh madam, Khedkar sir, and Murlidhar Chandekar sir. So we respect all of them, and it is all because of their effort. This university is of this standard just within 39 years, and it's very important that we must, keep their efforts in mind. How do we look at? How do we start working? I told you we should be student-centric. Even a Supreme Court judge finds difficulty in getting or interpreting, interpreting the law or the constitution. They are supposed to go to the first page of the constitution. If they are not understanding anything as to what to do, they are supposed to go to the first page, and first page is the abstract of the constitution that is source of the motivation, and there lies the solution to the problem. So if Supreme Court judge, after reading this much and lot of laws and acts, and if he is or she is expected to go to that one page, which is the first page of the constitution where it lies, I think we also should look at, if we find difficulty, where should we look at? What do we do? And what I feel, what is my opinion, is that we should look at the student. That's all. Look at the student. He's your child. And if you look at the student, your problems are solved. You get a solution. Because whether you get increment, you get promotion, caste, or any other problem, whether you get leave or you leave as regret, you look at the student and you get the solution. As Supreme Court judge also get the solution by looking at the first page of the Constitution. And I think that is very, very important. Many of the students do suicide, right? This trend is increasing. Why do they do? Because they don't know whom to talk to. They don't have friends. He finds himself or herself alone. I do not know. When there is a lot of energy, at this age of 23, 24, 25, how a student can think of either quitting a program, going back, so discouraged. The extreme end is what is most undesirable. Why does it happen? It should not happen. When we are there, why should it happen? So there is a very important program that we can think of. I'm just telling you, just think of. First 3 weeks, Just talk to them. So it is, don't teach. Don't teach. Today's students are much smarter. First 3 weeks, what we call it as student induction program. And this is the investment. If he is there with you for 3 years, spend out of 3 years, 3 weeks. And make a friendship, arrange something which will encourage students to do the friendship between student-teacher, and also teacher-teacher. Because teacher-teacher are also not friends. So if we spend 3 weeks together, give them the opportunity and bring all teachers, all students and do something which is not there in the curriculum, 3 weeks of student induction program all across the university, which will create bond between student-student, student-teacher, and teacher-teacher. I think this discouragement, frustration, this will not have any place. Absolutely. Right? Because many months, he will not know whom to talk to, who is his friend, which teacher he should go to. Because day one, you ask him to come to the class, sit here, and you start teaching. Second teacher comes, he will also deliver or omit, and the second teacher, third teacher will come. But these 3 weeks are very important. And therefore, we should focus on that. Okay? That's what we have started already working on it. It's being implemented. It's already there. We have to only adopt it. If we have, and I'm sure it must have been adopted. It must have been adopted. Is there anybody from Badnera Engineering College, right? It must have been adopted. But if it is not happening in the right spirit, we can always bring that spirit in. While I was preparing for the interviews, because there are many stages, and I also looked at what the university is, and although I am the student of this university, I knew about it, but when I looked at, you'll be very happy to know, then I created a SWOT analysis, SWOT, S stand for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And you'll be very happy to know what I told in both the interviews, that we are the district, we are the university where my colleges, my faculty members, my students are all very ethical people. We are ethical people. Why? Because I have seen what happens outside. I did not know because I spent most of the time in Amaravati and Pune, I did not really know what actually happens in academics outside. That I came to know only after I go to Delhi. And you may not be knowing. So, in short, that is our strength. Yes, we are very ethical people. Apan khub pramanik lok aho. This university, college, we are very honest people. That's the biggest strength of our region. And they were really impressed with it. And that's the fact. That's the fact. If we are honest, I think most of the problems are solved there itself. And there are many other strengths and weaknesses we should not really focus on. But third point, that is opportunities. And opportunities, everybody is an example. And why he progresses is because he looks at the opportunities, and he chooses the opportunity, takes the opportunity, he progresses, right? Otherwise, for a person like me, who did not have any political or any background, educational, socially, not very strong at, from a very small place, child of a primary teacher, going to an engineering college itself is a challenge. Becoming a professor is definitely a challenge, and becoming a vice chancellor is the remotest, So, but we look at opportunities. That I am a person who believes in taking a risk and taking the opportunities. And this, don't focus on W. Let us shrink W. Let us, expand O. And I'm sure in this world is full of opportunities. And you look at the opportunities, you tell the students opportunities, and I let him opt for it. Let him try for it. And if we do that, I think most of the job, our 50%, 60% of the job of the teacher is done there and there itself. Tell the opportunities. And therefore, the role of the teacher is very important. How do we improve the quality of the student? There are many things we are already doing for years and decades, and my friend Atik is there. For almost 30 years we were together. Hemanji from Nagpur University, he is there. Rahulji is there. We have been doing this. Okay? We have done it, and we will look at it, orient it, what to do, what to teach, how do we teach. What is our curriculum? Is it updated? Is it relevant? All these are our duties. Syllabus making is our duty. If it is university is not allowing us, we will force the university to do it. University has the autonomy. Now university can do it. If colleges are not allowed to do it, colleges will be made autonomous. New education policy talks about autonomy to the colleges. Colleges should be able to, should have flexibility, empowerment to do something which is actually relevant to the region. If we are talking or teaching something which is useful to the Ford company in USA, that is what I did. My research topic is not relevant to this. I feel very bad about it now, but my research topic is IC engine, modeling, control, electronic control. But Ford uses it and they make it and they sell the car here. So I was not correct in selecting the research topic, but now I have a bigger role because now I have become little senior, and then now we can look at what is the requirement of the region that we first should focus on. And then we can of course look at other things also, because technology development is also important. Not that we should not do it. Not that we should not carry out any academic, research of academic interest. We should do it. We will do it. Therefore, then only we will become Vishwaguru. If we want to become, then we should be leader in all these areas. And in my opinion, in short, if curriculum is to be looked into, if teaching is to be looked into, if tutorials, practicals, research, innovations are to be looked into, what ultimately in one line we should do is, we want students to be creators. That's all. Simple. Students should be able to create something. Students should be able to create something. If he is a mechanical engineer, he should be able to create some gearbox, some chain, some wheel, something. If he is an automobile engineer, my students, if you can read on BAJS, he rightly said BAJ Baha competition is international competition. Faculty advisor was, Professor Dilip Malkhade at COEP. My team excelled nationally, internationally, 6 years in a row. We were national champions. National champions. What they used to do? They used to manufacture a car in the garages. Tough car, more tough car than your Maruti car. More tough. And they used to drive the car on the tougher road. He knows it. Student there. Tougher, very tough road. And car sometimes will topple. This is made by students in the backyard. If the students can make a car, if you give a small project, students will do it. Definitely they will do it. And these are not the students who are 9.9 CGPA. No, they are not meritorious. They are ordinary students coming from all, simple background. 6.5 CGPA. But when Bajaj comes and Tata Motors come for placement, do you know who will be selected? 9.9? No. These are all 25 students who will be picked up first, although their CGPA is less. Can we not do it in Amravati University? When it happens, if you ask the student to create something, so what can be created? Mechanical engineer will create, but what BSc student should create? What a BCom student should create? What a MA history student should create? I think in every subject there is a possibility of creating something. If it is accounts, MS, MCom, can you not create a balance sheet? Is your student able to create a balance sheet today? Are you confident? Yes, no? We do not know. We are not confident. I mean, our situation in some cases is to the extent that if you ask a student as to what subjects you studied in second year of, say, BCom, we should be very happy if they tell you the names of 4 subjects. 4 subjects. I did not get that answer from many of the students. Please remember, what I'm saying is, they are, some students, please excuse me, some students are not in a position to tell the names of the subjects also. Forget about the content therein. But if we ask them to create a balance sheet, he will not only know the subject, but he will also be able to create a balance sheet. But we have to involve him. Somebody rightly said, if you, let me just try to recall. Yeah, you tell me, I forget. You teach me, I remember. And you involve me, I learn. So if you involve students, they learn. Right? So involvement comes when you sit together, 4 or 5 students together working and creating something. I keep telling my daughter, you should be creator. Create something. So we want the students to create. If it is a history subject, can he not be asked to write 10 chapters on 10 different topics, make a booklet, create a booklet, but don't copy. Student will do it. Students are so sincere, so creative. We are all very wonderful people, I tell you. Very wonderful people. And therefore, if we believe in students, students will be able to create that. We would like to see what can be done. We do not want you to see what cannot be done. What can be done. Even if it is Marathi, Wangmay, we should be able to ask him to write something, some essay, some poem. Creation improves the confidence. And entrepreneurship, yes, of course, everybody is working. It's very sad to know that accreditation slipped down, but it's marginal. And I think with your help, we will all be able to, increase it in the next evaluation, or we are working on again, looking at the possibility of again reviewing that decision, and we will make an appeal to the government, NAC Bangalore office, to look at whether it is correctly done or not done, and this will submit papers. And if it is done, I think we should be very happy. If not, then we will work on, we should look at, introspect, and we will correct it. Research and student progressions are the 2 parameters where we are failing, but we'll definitely look at, and there is always a possibility of moving ahead and up and out, and even if we get A to A plus and A double plus, we must strive for, and whatever problems we will be having, we will try and resolve those problems. Why I feel fortunate today that I am with the university which is named after Santa Gadge Baba. We have a Swachhata mission today, but he is a Santa, he is a great person who gave the message 60 years before, Swachhata, right? So this is a visionary people, great people, and this university is named after him, and I'm very happy. And there are 10 commandments given, Bhukelela Anna, and so many others. But I found 3 most important, which are the duties of university. Anna vagare apan devu shaknar nahi. But there are three things which I find relevant to us, and that is our duty. And if we do focus on these 3 things, I think we'll be able to do the justice to it. And one thing is what it says is education to poor. I think at number 3 or 4. Education to poor is 1. Jobs to unemployed is 2nd. That's our job, right? 3rd is give courage to the frustrated ones. And that's what I was talking about. So 3 things we will be able to do. It talks also of marriage, and I think marriages happen in the campus, so that will automatically happen. So we'll be also simultaneously working on the 3rd also, but 3 are important where efforts are needed. 4th one will automatically happen. Government of India, looking at the GER is currently 27 point something, and I think our university also GR should be around the same number, 27%. It means only 27 students out of 100 students are going to university education, and rest all are not going. Who is failing? And in USA, around 80+% of students are going to university. So USA is a great country. Why? 27%. Are we not great? So we should try to reduce this gap to the extent possible. And I see a lot of potential in this particular thing where I would like to draw your attention to. Everybody want to go to university. Is there anybody who doesn't want to go to university? Everybody want to go to. So this 27 can be brought to 100. But it's very difficult. But 27 to 29, 29 to 31, 31 to 33, in 5 years, at least 5, 6, 7%. And all this is doable, in my opinion. I owe all it to Vivekananda ji. He talks of massification of education. He told us 125 years before that if this country has to become a Vishwaguru, you just cannot become Vishwaguru unless you have people with you, all the people. He talked of all the people. He doesn't talk of only a limited section, because those who know, they are anyways going. Those who are lagging behind, they need to be told. They need to be told. And I think this is where our team, with your help, should start working on. And this is coming again a second time. We have to tell them what is possible. So we have to tell the possibilities in. Again, that big O, opportunities. If we tell them it is possible, if somebody had told me that, yes, there is no possibility, you have to go to ITI, I would have become a mechanic. For your information, I had taken admission in Polytechnic. My father is a witness. So I had paid fees in a private polytechnic. We did not know. I told my father, no, take the money back. He took the money back. And then changes happened. So, this happens in everybody's life. We have to tell the possibilities, and if we tell them, a lot of things can happen. I have attended a very beautiful seminar on career counseling. Career counseling is where, you get money opportunities. Law मध्ये वकील होतो. वकील झाला तर काय होतं? Advocate, Supreme Court advocate stands and for few minutes, maybe half an hour, 1 hour, he charges 5 lakhs fees. 1 hour. You have to tell, right? So you just tell 100, at least one of the 100, 2 of the 100 will definitely become lawyers. Okay? So you have to tell the possibilities, and I think that telling is a job. Massification. Vivekananda ji told. We have to tell massification. People, you should have more and more people. Your GER will automatically improve. Your confidence will improve. The student will become creative. Everything will automatically happen. The student will go to either college or university, and a lot of changes can happen. And we have 25 junior colleges in these 5 districts put together. We have 2,800 schools where there is a 10th standard. So 2,800, 1,425 junior colleges. This is the place where we have to reach out to. And if we are reacher, I think we are reach at people. We have a lot of thousands of students with us. We are very rich. Students are very qualified. University college student. If we tell the student that you have a responsibility of going to these 3 junior colleges, you go and conduct 1 day of seminar or 2 days of seminar and tell this thing, I think students will love to go to those schools and junior colleges. And you don't have to go, I don't have to go. But I have to, and you have to train them here. Train the ambassadors. And if these trained ambassadors go to these schools and spend 2 days with them, school boys, a university student of Amravati University, going and living in a village where junior college students are there and telling them for 2 days what are the possibilities in life, I think when he passes out of 12, he will look at multiple options rather than when he looks at without you are going. If you go, you will have more options, right? We will do our duties. After all, it is their decision. But this single activity, which I call it as a massification of education, awareness of counseling, which is, in my opinion, very, very important, and that can bring a lot of confidence. And indirect benefit, I tell you. Indirect benefit is that the team of ambassadors of, say, 500 or 1,000 students, if we make, they will have a courage to stand on the dais, courage to speak. So your soft skill problem will be solved. His presentation skill improvement problem will be solved. His employability problem will be solved. His connection with the rural is automatically going to be formed. So he will be aware of the problem. So you don't have to put in efforts in Unnat Bharat, especially for that. He is anyways going. Automatically things are happening. We have to give them one responsibility. Research culture, everybody is aware, faculty have a responsibility, they know what to do, what not to do, but if funding is there, I see a lot of opportunities of funding from central government, and I think research is something which we can definitely talk later, but research, I think output is good for this, but it is poorer. Why? Because the number of the faculty itself is less. Internationalization is a difficulty in this region because Pune, Delhi people prefer, but Amravati is difficult. Curriculum, I told you already that curriculum we have to look at, and it should be useful curriculum. It should be relevant, and if it is relevant curriculum, the student will be able to connect. We learned, those who are engineers, partial differential equations, second order, third, we never used it. I used it for some purpose, but most of the engineers do not use partial differential equations, very difficult to understand. So many things in mathematics which are very difficult to understand, and they are never used, and then we do not know, or we look at as to why we are teaching all this, because this is not used anywhere in rest of the life. So we have to look at what is done. And I fortunately was instrumental in revising the curriculum, creating a model curriculum at AICTE, and country is using that. We have created. Now this university and many other universities have to adopt it, make modification and then adopt it. We have many things to speak about, but autonomy is one thing, new education policy is other thing, clustering the colleges we will be required to think of, interdisciplinary education, because mechanical engineer choosing something from electrical, choosing something from computer, and then choosing something from, say, maybe other disciplines like social or economics will make him more useful, and he will be more confident. So that flexibility will have to bring in. And another important suggestion of national education policy is that we should start education in mother tongue. Mother tongue. Civil engineers never talks in English on the field. When he goes to the field, always talk in the local language. He has to talk to the contractors, and then we teach, however, we teach in English. So we started at AICTE under our current leadership of Chairman AICTE and Minister. They have all appreciated this effort. We have already started from this year in 5 languages, 14 colleges. It's a small beginning, but a lot of appreciation. And we have to focus only on one language, that is Marathi. So in Marathi, we can definitely start many courses, and student will start learning it. Actual learning will happen in mother tongue. French teaches in mother tongue. Spain teaches in mother tongue. China teaches in mother tongue. Japan teaches in mother tongue. And they are all developed countries. Is there any link between the medium of instruction and understanding? There is a very strong link, and therefore Marathi has to be a medium of instruction as far as possible. If you start education in first, in this language in first year, second year they will be more confident. They themselves will prefer English. That's my confidence. And finally, this academic bank of credit that allows, that's a virtual university. It's not like Amravati University. It's a virtual university which allows students to pick the subject of other universities and build his degrees. He select the courses, 1, 2, 3, 4, makes the degrees. Students will create their own degrees. That kind of a flexibility is coming in, and I think with your support, we will be the first university to participate in ABC, Academic Bank of Credit. I am really very confident. I told you we are all ethical people. Our morals are higher. We are very good people. Institutions are good. We are honest people. And I think that is reflected in everyday working. And therefore, our faculty member, management council, academic council, Senate, BOS, administration, society in general, and other organizations working, individuals, NGOs, who would like to contribute in the development of the university in specific, but education in general, innovations in general, research in general, they are all welcome. I would like to pray and request all of you, all of you to support me in this mission, in this effort, and I'm sure you are all with me, and I'm also confident. Absolutely, I come fully prepared, and I'm ready. As I kept telling that Jammu and Kashmir, I give my 2 years of my life. That's my service to the nation. If peace is to be brought in this country, my Delta X small effort are going to be significant, because all those students who otherwise would have thrown stones there, they are all taking education in good colleges. So little bit of peace, is there because of our efforts. If we do this, a little more effort, I think these are 2 years I spent, next 5 years I would like to dedicate my life to the development of this university. And I need your support. Thank you very much.